You know, there is definitely a correlation between being diabetic and having heart disease. And Dr. Shoba is here this morning with more information on this connection. Dr. Shoba, thank you for being here today. There is, it's been proven over and over that being diabetic and heart disease, they kind of go hand in hand.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, diabetes is a condition where the blood sugars are elevated, and high blood sugars is what's associated with it. Unfortunately, diabetes affects all body parts, including the eye. Believe it or not, you know, your vision can go bad. It can cause strokes. It can cause kidney failure. It can affect the circulation in the legs. But most importantly, diabetes really messes up your heart.
Right.
It puts you at very high risk for a heart attack.
What does it first present with usually? Is it high blood pressure? What is it it presents with your heart when you are diabetic?
Unfortunately, you know, many diabetics may not even have the classic chest pain. There's something about diabetes that takes away the classic chest pain, and people just have feeling tired and short of breath and just not feeling good.
Right.
Of course, if you have the classic symptoms of chest pressure, ache in the back between the shoulder blades, arm pain, you know, that is classic heart attack.
Right.
But unfortunately, diabetics, and many diabetics are known to have silent heart attacks. You go and do a heart test and you've already had a heart attack. Did you not know that? You know, it shows up on an EKG or an ultrasound or a stress test that you might have done. So diabetics have to be extra cautious.
And if you are diabetic, what are some steps you can take to make sure that you're doing all you can for your heart?
Correct. The first thing is to control your diabetes, and the second thing is to make sure if you have a family history of heart disease on top of diabetes,
right,
and if you're a smoker, your risk is just multiplied
right,
immensely. So I think, you know, just talking to your medical doctor and getting simple cardiac tests, right, from an EKG, blood pressure check. Sometimes they'll do an ultrasound, they'll do a stress test,
right,
and sometimes they'll do a CT heart calcium score to look for calcium buildup in the heart arteries. All these things will tip us over, even if you're not having chest pain, hey, that
right,
you know, some of your symptoms like shortness of breath and fatigue may truly be coming from your heart.
And I was telling you, I did some research, and I found, you know, the one that jumped out at me, the one stat that kind of jumped out at me, 68% of those that are diabetic, that are over age 65, die because of heart disease.
Absolutely. Diabetes causes heart attacks and strokes, and we have to be extremely cautious in this population. And women with diabetes need to be particularly even more careful, because women tend to have generally a little bit of smaller arteries than men, and diabetes really messes up women's heart arteries even worse, because their arteries are small, sort of raggedy distally, and even if you do bypass, even if you do stents, sometimes, you know, you can have issues with it. The biggest concern that I have with our general population is diabetes may be underdiagnosed, you know, in the early stages, which
right,
is why we are catching heart disease so much in diabetics. I wish more people would come forward. If your fasting blood sugar is over 100,
right,
you know, you're already tipping over in diabetes. You know, people like not to be called diabetics. They're
right,
like, oh, I'm pre-diabetes, I'm early diabetes.
Right.
And, you know, they'll sneak in and have this ice cream, you know, peanut, they just mess up their diet so much. And catching diabetes early on is so important. So just getting that fasting blood sugar tested
right,
with your medical doctor is so important.
And you mentioned something there that I think that sticks with a lot of people, and I've had people in my family and everything, is that stigma of being labeled
Correct.
diabetic.
That's correct.
You need to take care of it as early as you can.
As early as you can, you know, even if you simple things like cutting out the, you know, sugared products, you know, the sodas with a lot of sugar in them, simple things like that, and watching your diet is so important.
And cut out the smoking.
Oh, absolutely,
right,
absolutely.
All right. Dr. Shoba, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great information that we can all use. Make sure if you need more information, check out the website we have up on the screen right now. It is, if you're diabetic, make sure you're taking care of your heart health.